What about the backside overcrook? What was it, down the 18? I think it was. That probably was planned out a little bit.
No, because we were just supposed to shoot the intro.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So we shot the intro, and then Ty was like, "Hey, we have the permit till like 4:00. We should skate the rail." And I was like, and I wasn't even supposed to back 50 the rail.
Oh, really?
Raven was supposed to ollie the set.
Oh, that's gnarly too.
So that was like a full impromptu. Like, I got there, and Ty was like, "Hey, can you grind this rail?" And I was like, "I think so." And he was like, "All right, cool." And they subbed me in like then. So that was like the whole thing.
Wow. Dude.
And then, it was just because we had the permit, Ty was like, "Hey, let's skate the rail." And I was like, I don't even know what, I was like, Overcrook would be the trick.
Right.
Whatever. So,
It's crazy
totally
too.
On the spot.
Because they had, the drone flying through, that was recording everything for the Pretty Sweet intro. Yep. So you really had to like 50-50 that rail on command. Yeah. And time it just right.
And was that first try? Was it the only try you did?
No, they did a bunch of takes.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, we did a lot of takes. I fucked up a couple of them, but I mean, it is a 50-50. If you get in, you kind of just land it. You know what I mean? But
I guess I
do remember the first. There was test. We ran through it. The drone kind of came through. Like, okay,
we got there like 5:30 in the morning.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
a lot of dudes like actually Trunk boys actually slept there.
Oh God!
In a tent. Did they?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I think Elijah and Corey and everyone slept in the tent, and Vincent slept in the tent that day.
Wow.
That's
so they'd be there on time.
So you're saying they were running through different.
Okay, so they're running it through. They're perfecting it because they're like, okay, we only have basically when they shoot the cannons off at the end of all the confetti. That's it. Yeah. Right. So let's make sure it's perfect.
One take
before we do that. And then I remember them being like, okay, here we go. We're doing it. This is the one, right? And I'm all just at the top of the set, like, fuck, all right, here we go. I'm going to try to back 50 this thing. I'm fucking scared. All right.
What was your cue?
And then it was, somebody was on the roof, like off to the, so here's
like Ty and the drone, like, he was like on the roof.
Okay.
Yeah. So, boom, thing comes up, throws a board over the fence. They're like, go. And I throw down and I'm set up, like fully committed, like I'm going to do this. And like 10 feet before I'm going to pop, people are just screaming, just like, no, whatever. And I'm like, I like kind of stop and like shoot my board out. I'm like, whoa. And they're like, if you would have ollied, the drone would have hit your head.
Oh,
yeah.
Like,
no way.
And that would have been insane.
No, that would have been catastrophic. Because that drone that they're using isn't just a little drone you buy in the store.
Actually, it wasn't that large of a drone. It was like this big.
But still, that thing could chop your neck off.
The drone's not gonna kill me, but
do some damage.
It'll hurt. Yeah.
I would get hit in the head with the drone at the top of a 19 stair rail. So, and then I have to figure out how I'm gonna get out of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of things going on.
And then the next try, now I'm like, okay, now this, I hope the guy gives me a little more space this time.
You did it.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah. And I was psyched to be able to do it.
Fuck yeah.
How long did it take you to back Overcrook?
It took a lot of time, but not a lot of tries. I was like really scared of it. So I rolled up a ton. Like I rolled up for probably 45 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And then I remember getting into one and just jumping over on the other side.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And I was like, damn, that I should not do that again.
That was a straight drop, whatever. Yeah.
And then rolled up, and then I think it was probably only a few tries of actually trying it, but we were there for a solid hour and a half, 2 hours after everybody left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was still clean up confetti.
Yeah. Just clean up confetti, the whole thing. But yeah, and then I got full body cramps and went to the hospital.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
Dehydrated.
All right.
Oh,
so
dehydration.
I was super dehydrated, and we were there, like Roger said, like super early, and like I was just skating all day. just because I didn't have plans to skate the rail after, and then skating the rail after, like I was like, and then, so I landed it, whatever. We were like, all right, let's go get food. And I was like cramping up all crazy in the car. And then I went into this restaurant. It's called Diablo off Sunset in Silver Lake.
Yep.
And I went in. Yeah. I walked through the door and everything cramped up. Like my calves, quads, arms. Like I couldn't grab anything because my fingers, like I couldn't and like, dude, my back, my neck, I was trying to stretch one thing and another thing would cramp up. And so I like fell to the floor and I was like flopping around.
In the restaurant.
Like I'm like in the restaurant. They fucking call an ambulance because they're like, oh my God, this kid's dying right now.
Wow.
Like a full thing, ambulance comes, get put in ambulance, taken to the hospital, like IVs, the whole thing. And Rick Howard came with me and was just like trying to help me out, like do whatever he could. And had to get like a few bags of IV fluids in me. And then like fully like slept at like Rick Howard's house.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah,
dude. I didn't hear about that. Crazy.
It was a whole thing, and that was like the most sore I've ever been in my entire life. The next day.
I mean, could you imagine? I mean, just when your calf cramps up, or you just get one little cramp in your body, it's the most painful. Like, you know, you got to lay down and do whatever you need to do. And I can imagine like a whole body cramp.
Yeah, it feels like things are going to snap because it just gets so tight, you know.
But dude, you got the clips, dude.
But I got the clip.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what's up.
I could have tried for 2 hours, not got the clip, and then did all
right.
That would have been horrible too. Yeah,
not the best look for a restaurant to have an ambulance pull up in the front, but
no.
No. And a funny fact about that same spot, like not long after that. I went on like a first date with this girl, and she was like, "Hey, we should go to Diablo." And I was like, "I don't know if we should go to Diablo." You know?
Did you tell her why?
She was like, "No, I really like it. Like, we should go." And I was just like, "Fuck, all right." And like I went in there and like fully ordered food, just like kind of like I hope no one can remember.
Hey, you're the kid that almost died on the
didn't
floor.
They call an ambulance for you, you know? And thank God no one remembered that.
That's funny.
But I was really self-conscious about it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Damn.
I mean, it's a hot topic right there. You could have talked about it on the date.
Hey, I was flopping around like a fish out of water, and this ambulance came and took me to the hospital. It would have been great. Yeah.